Right there.
The other one don't have a bolt. How come?
Because it's bent.
Well,
I had to cut it off, and I'm gonna have to get another bolt. Weld this top back on it. Right here. Because that one was bent. I gotta cut that off and weld this back on the new one. So.
was that just sturdying the forks up?
Yeah, see this will hook here. Hook here and to my other part of the chain. And that will tighten them up.
What are those red things called?
The ratchet. Chain ratchet. Tighten this down. Like get the other part of the chain on there.
And we ordered these from, well, that's too heavy.
Beaver.
We ordered them from Vevor. They're pretty heavy duty, aren't they? Very heavy duty.
Sure.
We'll see how well they work. Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to Duke Country Farm. Today we have a couple of projects we want to try to get done. I'm sure everyone has lots of projects that never get done. That's the way we are. So we're going to weld. We have forks for our tractor, so he's wanting to weld those where they will be more sturdier than just screwing it down. So he's welding a chain on it to get those, so we can get those trusses up on the little goat house. And then he has his brush hog that one of the blades is loose, so he's going to tighten that up, or try to tighten that up. We've already been to the store twice just to get the right bolt for it. So we'll get that done hopefully today, and then hopefully we'll move on back over to our goat house and try to get that leveled and the bracing up on that to get our trusses up this coming week. Here's Hercules after he's been up all night long barking. Decided to take a nap. Didn't mean to disturb you. Hi, Miss Tilly. How are you this morning, huh? How are you? Good morning. Good morning. You're a sweet girl. You're a sweet girl. What do you want? Some leaves? Her favorite thing. Do this. Here you go. Oh, good girl. Whoops, you dropped some. Good girl. I don't have any more. I can't hardly reach them. Let's see. Good girl. Good girl. these forks we got for the tractor is not, they don't stay in place with those bolts. So we're gonna have to sturdy it up somehow before we go to lifting trusses. Bruce ordered this Beaver Welder. So we're going to try and see how good it is. We've seen good ratings on it, so it's just a small welder. So you think it'll be good?
Yep. For what I'm doing. A little bit hot still.
It was what?
Still a little bit hot. Yeah, that looks a lot better right there.
What do you got it on?
79.
You probably moved that, yeah. Remove that clamp now.
Yeah. Huh? Let me get on that side. Looks pretty good.
So what do you think about the Beaver Welder?
Well, it's actually done a pretty good job. Pretty good little weld. 70. Bottom side, it's actually done a pretty good job for.
What do you think about that welder?
Well, I think it's a good little welder for the price and the money, and for somebody that ain't a professional welder, which is me. I mean, that does a good job right there. Come on down.
Well, I don't think it will let me.
I don't think it will.
I wanted to show you our butcher chickens. They're 3 weeks old. 3 weeks and 4 days old. And look how big they've gotten. I just threw them in some fresh grass. We got it on there, so let's see if it will work. All right, let me show you what it has been doing. Right here, it's been bending it up where the blades has been hitting it. So he went in there and tightened that whole unit, so we'll see if it works. All right, that didn't work, so, whoops, he tightened these bolts right there. So, and I know we're missing one, so we'll see. See if it works now. All right, we're gonna try this one more time. We've taken it back apart and tightened up some screws and found another screw to fit in that one. Bruce did notice the stump jumper on it was bent, so that could be our problem. We may have to work on it. See if the blades hit. Much better. Still hit when it started, so. All right, he's gonna go brush hog and see what happens. Okay, we're wanting to get all of this brush hogged for winter, and then also for Aiden to deer hunt. It banged a little bit when he started. Much better. It's not banging. We have some deer tracks. Show you where Aiden's hunting at. We have this pond in the back of our place that's the only pond on this side up here, and a lot of the deer come over and jump this fence and drink water. So he's setting up his blind back up in there. He's still working on it, and it will oversee this pond. And a lot of times the deer come in from our neighbors right over there and up through here. He set out some corn, so let's see if we can, it's right over here that he threw out. And see if I can see any deer tracks. The ground is so dry. There's a few deer tracks. Can you see them right in there? That's been eating on his corn. And they're coming up from right over in there. There's some deer tracks in here. And let me turn this around. Here's the pond. Here's deer blind is set right up in there. Now to clean up these trees, we cleared this several years ago, but we need to trim up all the branches. And there's our house. Back of our place. See, all these needs to be trimmed up where we can get under them and cleaned up. Now this is a little bank that goes over into that pond. That pond used to, when we first bought this place, the pond was actually right up here on this, by this hill. And we haven't had, you know, we've been in a drought for several years. And so it used to be right up here at the base of those trees. Right here used to be where the pond was, all the way up to this little bank here. All the way up when we bought it. So all of this was underwater. And then it went down, so we built the fence on our property line. And this pole here is the corner of our property line from the back part. So all this used to be underwater. This is all the deer tracks around this pond. Here. I was going to show you all this that's been, the deer's been bedded down here. And look at the reason why. Persimmons. There's a persimmon tree. Afterwards, it looks good. Now we need to burn that brush pile. We're supposed to have rain Tuesday and Wednesday, so hopefully after that we can burn.